until now, we've played a fairly hard-hitting, gung-ho forechecking style, which proved really effective in the first two series, but hasn't been that effective against Canadians. Tonight, we're going to try more of a cautious forechecking approach, where we're trying to take away their rushes and perhaps bottle them up in center ice, trying to make the mistakes there rather than in their own end. Being down 3-0 is kind of discouraging, but we know that we're going to come back and play one period at a time. Once we get the first win, we'll be on our way.
Live from Maple Leaf Gardens, welcome again to the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's game number 4 of the semifinal round between Montreal and Toronto. The Maple Leafs can use all the help they can get, including from Lady Luck.
Above gave man an arm of iron, so he could do his job and never shirk. The Lord above gave man an arm of iron, but with a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck, someone else will do the bringing work. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit, and luck will never work. With a little bit, with a little bit.
Canadiens 6-1. A 3-game lead for Montreal. We'll have you meet our commentators tonight in the booth. Brian McFarland with Bill Hewitt. Analyzing tonight's game at his usual monitor post, Howie Meeker. Covering the Boston-Philadelphia game, also the 4th in that series, will be Bob Goldham. Our guest commentator joining Bill and Brian, Phil Esposito of the New York Rangers. One of tonight's intermission features is Showdown 78. Lanny McDonald of the Leafs, Gilbert Perreault of Buffalo, Rogie Vachon of Los Angeles is the goaltender. That and more on tonight's Stanley Cup telecast. Good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Dave High. You heard Roger Nielsen say that the Leafs will try to approach tonight's game differently. You might wonder about changing this late, but if not now, never. The Canadiens say they're not disturbed by anything the Leafs do. They have to play their game, and thus far they have played it very well. We'll return with our Stanley Cup playoff coverage and the opening face-off in a minute.
Superstars of the 100th year, starring Tom Jones, Lynn Reddy, Paul Anka, 20 superstars, including Barry Manilow, Neil Sedaka, Engelbert Humperdinck. Superstars of the 100th year, disc $6.99, tape $7.99.
Like all parents, we have the protective instinct, too, about life and security and the future. And that's what life insurance is all about.
Be careful!
Talk it over with Mutual Life of Canada. We've got children, too.
Fellas, I asked Roger Nielsen about the feeling in the Leaf dressing room. He said, hard to measure. Howie, is there a right frame of mind for a team that's down 3 games?
Well, it certainly is. Just pride in performance, and I think the Toronto Maple Leafs, after their series with the Islanders, don't want to go out 4 straight, and I think they're going to come out and take it right to the Canadiens tonight.
Howie, there aren't many players who know what it's like to be behind by 3 and come on and win with 4 straight games. Bob Goldham is one. We go back to the 1942 Toronto Maple Leafs in the final, no less, down 3 to Detroit. What were you thinking at this time when you're 3 games down?
We had one guy in our hockey club by the name of Billy Taylor. We were down 3 and he said, we're still going to beat those guys. And it was a little tough believing him. We came back and won the 4th, and we came back and we won the 5th, 9-3, and right then he made a lot of the rest of us start to believe him too, and proved he was right, eh?
Yeah, only twice in Stanley Cup history has it happened that a team drops the first 3 and then wins 4. Great to have you with us, Phil.
Thank you very much, Brian. I was talking to Danny Maloney before the game, and he said that I think they're going to have to play it like the Islanders play the Canadiens, and that's not rush them so much because their defense are so fast and so mobile that it's too hard to get at them.
Well, we'll have the goalkeepers for tonight. There's Kenny Dryden, and out the other end, Mike Palmatier. Dryden with his average, and there it is, Mike Palmatier with an average of 2.50. And play is underway as Pat Boutet, Jimmy Jones out on the 4 line, Jerry Butler, Randy Carlisle, and Brian Glennie with it at a pass at center goes all the way to Dryden, Larry Robinson, Serge Savard, Doug Jarvis, Ray Janoul, and Bob Gainey are the forwards for the Canadiens. The puck at center ice, shot back by Carlisle. Larry Robinson picks it up. Robinson chased into the corner, then goes back to the net. Notice where the Leaf players are playing. They're playing them back. Serge Savard, a long pass at center for Uhl. Stopped and cleared out by Butler for Jones, and Jones had it hit the Canadian player Robinson, end up on Savard's stick. Serge Savard coming to his own blue line, up over the red line, shoots the puck in. Palmatier stopped it. Brian Glennie shot it around on the boards by Lafleur, but kept in by Savard to Lafleur. It rolls over, and Pierre Bouchard couldn't keep it in. Off the board. Back into Leaf territory. Carlisle gets it out again. Ron Ellis, number 6, down the right wing, stopped by Bouchard. Jacques Lemaire tried to feed Lafleur, and Lafleur just tapped it into the corner. Number 11 out there, Yvon Lambert, as Trevor Johansson off the boards. At the center ice for Stan Weir and Williams. And a hit Weir's stick and skate. Back comes Lafleur. Over the line. A drop pass for Steve Schutt. Schutt gets away from Ellis. Still has it. Back to Nyroff. Over to Bouchard. A shot right in front of the net. Lafleur. Back to Nyroff. For Lafleur goes back to the net. Lambert shot it around into the corner, taken by Stan Weir, and he fires it down the ice. That's going over the red line. As soon as it's touched, it's icing.
Well, we have an injury right off the bat. Risebrow cut on the opening shift, and Phil Esposito, your comments to this point.
Well, he got a puck right in the mouth. He just stepped on the ice, and they were shooting the puck in, and bang, he got it in the face. But I noticed that they had Williams out there against Lafleur. I guess that's Nielsen's game plan, is to keep Williams on the floor and hassle Lafleur as much. There's Dougie Riseborough there. It looks like he got a bad one, Brian.
Yes, he did. And Williams, a doubtful starter tonight, coughed up the puck to Lafleur, and that initiated a drive right into the Leaf zone.
Lemaire with Uhl and Gainey. Trevor Johansson stopped. Here's a chance for Lemaire. A shot. A nice save by Palmatier. The rebound all the way out to center ice. Savard has it now. 18 over to Robinson. Robinson finds Gainey, and Gainey was hit by Johansson. Ian Turnbull, long pass to Maloney. Maloney tried to find an opening on the right side. It's Robinson over the line. It's a delayed offside and will come outside the Leaf blue line.
Well, Dan Maloney before the game was asked what the Leafs can do to keep the Montreal Canadiens from getting off to a fast start in this game tonight.
At the start of every game so far, we've been trying so hard to trap them in their own end, have them make the mistakes. We've been making the mistakes, and they've been getting fast 2-on-1s on us and getting good opportunities to score. I think tonight we're just going to have to play a tight game of hockey and wait for our chances, and we get an opportunity to put them in the net.
Play underway. Robinson a shot, and that went high over the glass.
It's something different. I didn't. Maybe you can tell me, Brian, as Butler's playing with Sittler and Maloney out there. Is this something that?
Well, you'll see Roger Nielsen shake his lines up, I think, tonight. Phil, he's. Well, he's got the problem with Williams because of the knee injury. We were surprised really that Williams even dressed for the game tonight. He took the warm-up, tested the knee quite a bit in the warm-up, and we wonder really how much ice time he will get as this game goes along.
Johansson over to Turnbull. Over the blue line, Turnbull got it up from Maloney too far, and Serge Savard, number 18 to Larry Robinson, 19, up he comes to center. Shot the puck in. Oul goes after it, number 15, but it was cleared by Palmateer to the corner. Jacques Lemaire gets it loose to Oul, and Oul got it into the corner, but Trevor Johansson has it. Then stopped by Lemaire. Now Turnbull up to Maloney. Maloney up at center. Takes a long shot wide of the net. Larry Robinson off the boards. Picked off by Gainey. Gainey going up with Lemaire. Lemaire trying to get around Turnbull. And the two of them went down. Trevor Johansson for Darryl Sittler. Lanny McDonald, Darryl Sittler at center. Over the blue line, trying to go through, and Savard has it. Gets it up to Rick Chartrand, too far. Turnbull over to Carlisle, and they're really moving. Puck driven in behind the Canadian goal. And here's a quick pass intended for Chartrand that goes sliding down the ice. Pat Boutette will get it first. Behind the net, over on the far wing. Cleared it up to Lanny McDonald for Jimmy Jones. Savard and Robinson have possession. Here's Savard, number 18. No score in this first period. Canadiens clear the puck over the blue line. Back is Brian Glennie. Ahead for Boutette off his skate. Randy Carlisle off the board. Stop there. Here's Savard along with Chartrand. Then Glennie picks it up. Over to Lanny McDonald for Jones. Jones just drives the puck in. And he drives out of the net. Leaves it there for Larry Robinson. Doug Jarvis, number 21 out there. He gets the pass from Robinson. Up he comes to his own blue line. Up to center ice with Chartrand, Bouchard over the line offside. From Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, this is Stanley Cup 78.
Challenge of the unknown. Some men go out of their way to find it. But one thing they won't take a chance on is the way they look. So they use Brill Cream. Brill Cream conditions hair. Keeps it looking healthy, natural. Keeps you confident you're looking your best. Brill Cream. For men who take a chance on just about anything but the way they look.
And there's the no score after 4 minutes and 31 seconds of the first period. Driven by Bill Nyrop. Stopped by Palmateer behind the net. Brian Glennie. Glennie comes out on the right side. Heads up for them with Williams. A pass for Lanny McDonald. A long shot. Dryden went down low. Stopped that. Another shot by Lanny McDonald. Nyrop tipping it. And it's clearing pass for Lafleur. Lafleur is hauled down. It's Williams getting the puck. Icing is the call.
Well, it's obvious what the Leafs are trying to do, I think, Brian. They shot that in. Lanny McDonald was going in. Could have been the first man there, but he stopped. And that's just what we were talking about before the game, I guess. They're picking up their wings. They're letting the defensemen carry the puck.
And early in the game, Phil, we should point out that Guy Lapointe for Montreal is not dressed for the game tonight. He injured his back when he was hauled to the ice by Maloney the other night. He's a very effective forward from Montreal. Doug Jarvis, particularly strong on the faceoffs. You've been up against him a few times.
He is very good at the faceoffs, but so is Daryl Sittler. And you see they got Boutet out there now because it looks like LaFleur's off the ice, so he took Williams off the ice.
A slap at it by Lanny McDonald. Jarvis clears it to Nyrop. Nyrop to Uhl, too far, was right behind him, and it's driven right back in again by the Maple Leafs. It's Engblom. That's Brian Engblom, number 3, making his first appearance. Bill Nyrop, number 2, with the puck, getting it to the blue line, but not out. Butler shot it back. Engblom goes after it. Going there was Jones, so is Boutet, Canadiens, and they hold it against the board.
John, I think that if they have any weakness on defense at all, it's the pairings now of Nyrop and Engblom. Even those two guys are so good, it's unbelievable.
Yes, and they've got a few onlookers too, Phil. Pierre LaRouche for one, Mario Tremblay another, and 4 players up from the Nova Scotia Voyageurs also standing by tonight.
There's a lot of managers and owners in this league that are just chomping at the bit to get some of those guys.
Puck goes down the ice from the faceoff, and Glennie goes back for it. Glennie, a back pass for Randy Carlyle. He returned it to Glennie. Glennie along the boards for Pat Boutet. Up was Engblom, but it's out to center ice where Steve Shutt gets it over to Engblom. He missed it. Pat Boutet gets over the blue line. He's given a shove. Puck goes along the boards. Canadiens in their own zone. Ferguson up forechecking, but flipped out to center ice. Shot back in again. Engblom goes after it. Back of the net. Starts out. Here's 4 Canadiens coming up to center. A pass intercepted by Trevor Johansson. A shot. Overdrive. And Pat Boutet just failed to get loose. Nyrop. Engblom. And gets it over the line. And Daryl Sittler picks it up. And then he checked, and the puck goes in. Palmatier to Ian Turnbull. Turnbull up for Boutet. Stopped and driven back by Jacques Lemaire. He's up there with Lafleur and Uhl. Trevor Johansson to Ian Turnbull. At least very deliberate coming out of their own zone. A long pass to Sittler. Over the blue line. Sittler down to the goal. Lafleur, Uhl, and Lemaire. Back to Lafleur. Where are they going to go? Shot out from third. Goes to the board. A quick pass for the breakaway. Going down there is Lemaire. In alone. Shoots his goal.
And again, the Montreal Canadiens scored early in the hockey game. Came a 1-0 lead after first. Sittler missed from the other end, and then Lemaire missed from point-blank range. Making up for it now, Phil, on this breakaway.
There's a great play by Lemaire. He's great at this. He comes in, picks his spot, bang, up in that upper corner. You see Palmatier looking to his close side. Lemaire must have given him a little bit of a head fake and a stick fake and put it right back on the stick side.
Palmatier gave him a lot of room between the pads as well, but there's Jacques Lemaire scoring his 5th.
But how many times you see that in a game when the goaltender comes up with a big save, the other team comes right back and scores. And it just happened there. Dryden came up with a big save. They came back, missed one opportunity, and made no mistake on that one. I'll tell you, he didn't make any mistake.
At center, Dougie Jarvis. Yvon Cournoyer playing on the right side with Bob Gainey on the left. The Leafs have Jones, Boutet, and Butler. And Butler now leaves the ice, and Ellis comes out. At center for Randy Carlyle. He shot the puck in. Ends up near the Canadian goal. And Montreal regrouped in their own zone. A quick pass to Cournoyer. Cournoyer up at center, and he was checked. Now then, Serge Savard moves up. And Mondu is out there. Number 6. It goes behind the net. Carlyle has it for the Leafs. Montreal leading 1-0 in this first period. Dan Maloney overskates the puck. Now then, Glennie and Maloney. Maloney going with Lambert after him. Yvon Lambert. And Maloney gets in there and makes sure with Randy Carlyle.
Well, again, the Montreal Canadiens open quickly. Before the game, we asked Yvan Cournoyer why Montreal starts so fast in these games.
Well, I would say we've been pretty lucky so far. Every time we try to start the first period very quickly, we're having a few goals for. So like the other night, they take a penalty, and we got to go right from the bat. So I think every time you start a game quick, if you don't have any goals, it can be turned the other side. But so far, we've been pretty lucky. We've been having goals.
Play just underway at the Canadian blue line, called offside by linesman John D'Amico.
You know, Phil, that Yvan Cournoyer, just listening to him there, has 2 game winners already this year, 16 for his career, and only Rocket Richard scored more game winners in playoffs, 18.
Well, there's no doubt about it, Brian. He is a playoff performer, and he is quite a competitor and a great captain of the Montreal Canadiens.
Ian Turnbull back in his own territory. A long pass for Johansson. Stopped by Lambert, who was bumped by Johansson. It's back in it into the corner for Turnbull again. Mondu is there, taken by Maloney. Maloney flipped it out to Ellis, and Ellis goes back to Johansson. Then up to Maloney. Maloney. Then to Ellis. Here's his shot. Dryden stopped that. Cleared by Pierre Boucher, but not out. Yeah, but against the boards, finally it comes out. And here's Mondu getting a chance. Trying to get around Johansson. Spun around and knocked down. And there's going to be a penalty there. So they try to make release Trevor Johansson. Tonight's Stanley Cup playoff game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
Now, Hitachi brings out its biggest gun with a new 26-inch Luminar 1 color pencil. Luminar 1, the system that gives you full beam color. Full beams that leave no gaps like conventional systems that put all the color on the screen. Look at the elegant wood cabinet. It's 5 inches slimmer thanks to our new 110-degree picture tube. The 26-inch Luminar 1. New from Hitachi.
Pierre Mondu, number 6 for Montreal, racing down the right wing, pulled down by Trevor Johansson. Holding penalty, 9:05.
No doubt about that one.
Lemaire, Uhl, and Schutt, along with Lafleur and Robinson. The power play. Schutt has the puck in the corner. Back it comes to the blue line. Too hard for Lafleur, getting it over to Robinson. Robinson to Lafleur, and Lafleur goes back. Lafleur to Steve Schutt. Number 22 goes to center ice. Drives the puck in around on the boards. Palmetier stopped it. Canadians rush in after it. They're trying to get it loose. Schutt has it. Back it comes to Larry Robinson. Robinson waiting for over to Lafleur, and Lafleur then with a back pass for Robinson. Then to Lafleur. Lafleur takes a shot. He just missed. Ends up in the mesh.
Notice what Montreal are doing. They're putting Lafleur on the left point, Robinson on the right, a la Russia, and the Russians, so that they're facing the net to shoot the puck all the time. And that's a great play. Lafleur was wide open there. If that pass was on, it was in.
What do you think of Canada's performance against Russia?
I was very impressed with those guys. I'm really happy for them. I wish them all the luck in the world. I think all of us should get behind them.
Jacques Lemaire over to Robinson. Robinson shoots the puck in, knocked down by Turnbull. Goes to the corner and goes over the glass into the crowd.
Here's Roger Nielsen. You heard him at the top of the show, Phil.
I think he's a brilliant young coach, Brian. I think that he's done a very good job with the Maple Leafs, and it's nice to see that the younger guys are getting into the game and becoming coaches and managers. I like that.
Well, yes, young fellows like yourself.
Someday?
I am looking forward to it someday.
Goes down to Lafleur, who has it inside the Canadian line. Leaves it for Robinson. Robinson, Mondu, Schutt over the line, and it's cleared but not out, and finally goes out. Mondu goes back for it. 1-0. Montreal leads. 45 seconds left in Johansson's penalty. Mondu over the line. He's dumped. Puck goes back, and Robinson will have to go back and get it. Larry Robinson coming to center. to the leaf line. Shot it in. Went for a bit of a tumble. Cleared to Robinson. Over to Shutt. Back to Lafleur. Into Robinson. A shot. Glenny had it hit him. And let's see where that is. Is that on his skate?
It's stuck right in his skate. There it is there.
That doesn't happen too often. And we'll take a look at the scoreboard. Boston playing in Philadelphia tonight. Bobby Schmaltz has scored for the Bruins. First period score from the Spectrum. Who's going to win that series, Phil?
Well, I'd like to see Boston win it. My heart is with guys like Wayne Cashman still, but I think it's going to be a long series. But I think the best playoff series will be Boston, and if Montreal goes on to win here, Boston-Montreal.
Nyrop back to Serge Savard. A shot. That hit a skate. Cleared down the ice. And there's 8 seconds left in the penalty to Trevor Johansson. Here's Savard up on the right wing. That's Rick Chartrand. Coming up. Trevor Johansson's back on the ice. Has the puck. Over the blue line. Back to Ferguson. Takes his shot. There's Glenny with the try. That caroms into the corner. Comes back. And Carlisle a shot. And the Canadiens have it. Gainey and Chartrand. As they shoot it over the blue line, into the corner, Ferguson knocked down. Johansson, long pass up to Ellis. And Ellis just drives in and around on the board. Leafs are changing on the go. Chartrand, then to Jarvis, flipped it over the line. Lambert out there. Lanny McDonald to Williams. Tiger Williams, Wes Sittler, stopped at center. Cornway's out there now. Leafs have possession, though. Ian Turnbull, and he hit. And Bear comes over to Cornway. Cornway a backhand. A nice save by Mike Palmetier on that one. Gould goes after Lanny McDonald. Gould carried it into the corner. Back to the net for Cornway. Trying to center it. Lambert goes to the board. They're trying to center it. Play is called. This is Stanley Cup 78 from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
I think I'm going to leave this on. What do you think? Choice would kill you. Keep dropping popularity.
It's been the same deal for years. Clean up the cottage, share a little Molson Expert, grow another beer.
Guys, just quit passing me. Hand me a beer, will you? To the captain.
Molson Export Ale. It keeps on tasting great.
All set to go now for the face-off. We have Jacques Lemaire out there with Steve Shutt and Guy Lafleur, along with Savard and Robinson. Up at center. Robinson off the board. Lemaire with a long shot. Knocked down by Palmetier. Big rebound, but Williams is there. Lafleur after Williams. Williams given a bump. Cleared out for Sittler. Sittler is checked by Lafleur. And Randy Carlisle comes up with it. Randy Carlisle up for Williams. That's blocked. Lemaire drives it right back in again. Ryan Glenny back to the net. Shot it over on the far wing to Lanny McDonald. To Randy Carlisle. And he's checked. Glenny just gets the puck out to center. Robinson having difficulties. Fired it right onto Carlisle's stick. He shot it right off Robinson into the corner. And it's Larry Robinson. Covered by Williams. And play is called. With the score, Montreal 1 and Toronto nothing. This is Stanley Cup 78.
Canada's commitment to you. Every Ford and Lincoln Mercury car sold in Canada has a special warranty. A no extra charge 36-month unlimited distance warranty against rust perforation. This warranty backs up Ford of Canada's DuraGuard system of 7 anti-rust processes built in at the factory and standard on 1978 North American-built Ford and Lincoln Mercury cars sold in Canada. Ford is committed to quality, reliability, and durability. To you.
6 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the first period. Along the boards, the puck slides out to center ice. Picked up there by Randy Carlisle, and he shot it into the corner. Bouchard takes Jones to the boards, and that's where play ends.
Cool, just, oh, there's Lanny McDonald. Does he still have the broken nose, I suppose?
Well, he's still protecting the nose. He took quite a severe injury there late in the season, Phil, and he the cage, and he doesn't have as many bars there as he had in earlier series. That seemed to bother him a little bit.
Jumping offside was Gould, number 15. It goes into the corner. Bouchard got to this side. Pat Boutette drives it back again, and it's Bouchard with it to Gainey. Gainey is bumped by Jimmy Butler. Gainey with it again up the center, trying to get it over the line, and Randy Carlisle broke that up. Canadians have possession though, and it's Bill Nyrock for Uhl. Uhl's pass at center for Diamante, stolen by Jones. Jones stopped by Bouchard. It comes out over the blue line, in again, offside by Ron Ellis.
Well, Phil, you can see around the Gardens, the sign painter's very busy for this game tonight. Palmatier, as you know, is a big favorite here. Here's a very clever sign, very artistic. The likeness is there by those kids. Much better game than the 6-1 defeat for the Leafs. The Leafs came out ready for this one. Even though they trail by 1, they seem much better prepared tonight.
Playing good hockey.
And we just resumed action here as Serge Savard hits Larry Robinson, who comes to his own blue line up at center. Drives the puck in behind the net. Palmatier got a piece of it. And Cournoyer shot it across the goalpost. And it's picked up by Maloney. Number 18 comes out, 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Remain to play the first period, 1-0 Montreal. Shot wide of the net. Lanny McDonald in the corner, flips it out. That's going down the ice, going back to get it. Number 3, Brian Engblom. Engblom to the blue line, got it over along with Jarvis. Jarvis had it hit him, it bounces in front. Scooped by Palmatier to the corner. Jimmy Jones then for Pat Boutette is uncovered, but he went back. Pat Boutette got it up at center, got a hand back to him. Over the blue line, still well covered and shot back out to center right. Ian Turnbull, Trevor Johansson. Jones, stopped by Nyrock. Nyrock up on the wing. The puck is going to go over the red line. That'll be icing. And we'll have a face-off. This Stanley Cup playoff game is coming to you from in Toronto.
Out of position that he has tonight twice.
There was one break by Ellis, and seconds later he had another chance, but a bad pass cross ice from Weir cost him the opportunity to win alone again.
Robinson also was the guy that Sittler beat earlier.
Back to the net, Canadians on the move. Up to center ice. Bob Gainey shot it in. Rick Chartrand's out there, number 27. It's icing and will be brought back.
Looks like they're playing musical lines here, Brian. They're changing on the fly. A little strategy going on right there.
Rick Chartrand, one of the unsung heroes from Montreal. 3:47 left to play, first period. Here's the broadcast gondola. Phil Esposito, our guest tonight, 634 career goals. Holds the all-time record, 76 goals in a single season. And who can ever forget Phil's performance? Team Canada 72, and he set up the winning goal by Paul Emerson. On my list, Phil, that branch is one of, I guess, the all-time thrill of hockey.
It's my all-time thrill, too, Glenn. That and playing juvenile hockey and winning the All-Ontario Championship.
Oh, yes, don't forget that.
There's Savard recovered. Savard to Robinson. Jarvis, Genie, and Uhl over the line. Stopped by Carlisle. Trying to hit Jones. Stopped by Jarvis. Jarvis flicks it in, and here we go again with another change. Lemire out there now. Now then Jones. His back pass over the line. Live from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Hey there with that booming shot. Roll with us. Hey there making that big stop. Roll with us.
Scotiabank Hockey College, where kids get playing tips and news from the experts and learn the good things about saving right now. No membership fee. Just open a high-interest Scotiabank Hockey College savings account. Hockey College, only at Scotiabank.
Come to Scotiabank and roll with us. Roll with us. Roll with us. Roll with us.
The time to play in the first period, 3 minutes 19 seconds, 1-0 Montreal. And the face-off outside the blue line. Darryl Sittler, Lanny McDonald, Dan Maloney, Jack Lemire. Ready to face.
Bill, excuse me, Johnny Meeko's standing there like he's in pain. Somebody should give him the sign. You're on.
On the face-off, it's Lanny McDonald shooting the puck in. Savard trying to bring it out for the Canadiens with Conway on his right, a long shot. Ooh, playing on the left wing, and this was the 10th combination for the Canadiens in this first game.
Let's go downstairs now to Dave Hart. We will have showdown for you as well as highlights from Howie Meeker of this game and from Bob Goldham and the Boston-Philadelphia game, which now finds the Bruins up 2-0. Don Marcotte for Boston. The Bruins trying to take a 3-1 lead in that series. Let's get back to work. Phil, the Bruins now lead the Lions 2-0 at the Spectrum.
Combination for the Leafs now with Ferguson, Williams, and Butler. One way with Lemire and Genie. Robinson and Serge Savard are the two defensemen. Randy Carlisle and Brian Glennie for the Maple Leafs. Glennie stopped by Genie. And Glennie recovers along the board. Comes loose, Conway gets it to Savard. Savard takes a shot, putting it back to the back. That was deflected into the corner. George Ferguson, number 10. Gets it behind the net. Brings it up with a pass to Williams. Williams just gets rid of it to center right. And Savard drives it back in again. Randy Carlisle in front of his own net. A pass over to Williams at the blue line, up to center. A long shot off the board. Robinson. A pass up. And Uhl goes down to center with Lemire. Didn't get over the blue line. Ian Turnbull for Williams. It goes into the corner. Williams after it with Savard. Goes Lanny McDonald. He's got it. Trying to center it. River Johansson a drive.
It's Russian World Hockey Championship play live on CBC Radio tomorrow at 12 noon from Prague, Czechoslovakia. Eastern Daylight Time. 12 noon tomorrow.
There's a shot at Dryden there. Dryden has made 3 or 4 great saves in this period. Frankly, I think he's kept the Canadiens in the game. They lead 1-0, but it could have easily been 3-1 right now for Toronto.
Again, we look at Tiger Williams at the bench. Dryden's record, by the way, in the playoffs, 1-7, lost only 1.
Darryl Sittler, Maloney, and Lanny McDonald, De La Fleur, and Jarvis. Back to the net. Nyrop and Engblom. It's Nyrop getting it up on the left wing, intended for Jarvis. Ahead to who drives the puck in. Johansson knocked down. The puck at the side of the Leaf net, cleared by Turnbull up on the right wing. Lanny McDonald flips it out. And Jarvis gets it back to Nyrop. Over to Engblom. Engblom gets the puck down the ice. Round behind the Leaf net. Trevor Johansson back there for it. Johansson off the boards and out. Stopped by the Canadiens, and it's Lafleur shooting it right back in again. Back to the net. Less than a minute to go in the first period. 1-0 Montreal. Ian Turnbull's pass hits Sittler's skate. Lanny McDonald follows up with a long shot. The rebound, Sittler. And back to Johansson, another shot. Lafleur going in. And he could get a shot at Turnbull in a nice defensive play. Back up the center, back in the Canadian blue line. Jarvis rolled it over the line, and Turnbull gets it back out again. Goes to Jacques Lemaire. Lemaire getting it back. Dryden shoots it off the board. Comes out over the blue line. Maloney shot it back in again. Sittler's offside.
Pretty good period of hockey, and there's Darryl Sittler there. He's having a good period. He's playing well. Of course, he's the leader, I think, of the Leafs.
Oh, no question about that, and we saw him reunited there with McDonald and Maloney on that last shift. Darryl was pretty tired, I felt, in the third period of the 6-1 loss the other night.
Well, he played an awful lot of hockey against the Islanders.
On the face-off, it's Valakat making his first appearance as Carlisle fires it right on. Dryden handled that to Robinson. Robinson, a long shot. Montreal 1's running up.
guys that can throw the needle like that. It's not. The closest Philadelphia came was this, on this play by Kinderchuk. They caught Boston on a line change and broke in all the way. And there's a 2-0. Cheevers held the corner, and Kinderchuk shot it and missed his rebound. That was really the closest chance they had. And a little while later, Boston again capitalizing with Milbury moving up. You see Cashman making a great play here. This is Milbury moved up into the 3-on-2 and just reeled it out to Don Marcotte, and he put it up tight on the short side. And as I say, Boston dudes down there,
Interesting you would mention Jerry Cheevers. Don Cherry switched to Ron Graham for Game 3. The only one-out loss for Ron Graham. Blamed apparently, but back to Cheevers, and he plays on. It is after 1-3. Now Boston 2. Now we go to showdown. Lanny McDonald, Silver, This is showdown. These are the NHL superstars who provided us with great entertainment on Showdown this year, and here's how 4 of them reached the semifinals. Rick McLeish, a brilliant goal that swept Rattel aside. Lanny McDonald of the Leafs, a good corner shot that beat Rogie Vachon, and Steve Shutt was eliminated. Gilbert Perreault of Buffalo, look at this neat goal. All 3 of these matches in overtime, and Darryl Sittler of the Leafs, a winning shot here. Now let's go down to referee-in-chief Art Scold.
Well, the semifinals now, you cannot draw Lanny McDonald. 2 names in the head here, Gil Perreault and Bush, as well as the defense. Rick McLeish.
So the luck of the draw has Darryl Sittler meeting Rick McLeish. They'll face Chico Resch in one semifinal matchup. But tonight, Lanny McDonald faces Gilbert Perreault with Rogie Vachon goal in a semifinal matchup on Showdown 78, brought to you by Canadian Pacific. Howie, what a dandy matchup tonight. Perreault and McDonald, are you going to go up there?
Sure, we got 2 of the league's most entertaining players. Perreault with his tremendous skating and puck handling, and Lanny McDonald with his shooting, and I kind of think shooting might dominate, so Lanny's it.
Tell you about Lanny, if he shoots those targets, I think he'll go to those upper corners first. He loves to go high. Let's see what happens in event number 1. Well, Howie, that just proves what everybody suspected. I don't know anything about this game. He's going low first. And let's see how he does with his shot.
Bucks are coming out of the hockey game like a Mexican jumping scene. They're all over the ice. He's having an awful time controlling him.
No luck so far.
He's having a worse time trying to hit the target. I said he's going to win it on his shooting. He hasn't hit one yet. There he
Oh, he gets one, and he's not too happy about that performance. 3 out of 4 in an earlier matchup. Good, Lanny. It's true, the puck did bounce a little coming out of the machine. He had a lot of trouble.
Rough ice probably causes the problem, with the puck bouncing all over, but by here, Lanny's wrists are pretty stiff, and he's not receiving the pass too good. Let's see if Joe Perreault can do better. Oh, a slap shot right on. Oh, 2 for 3. Look at that one. That puck was just rolling on in, and he picked the top corner. Great shooting.
Howie's already won the event now. Can he get a perfect score?
Yeah. Nice shot. 4 for 4.
4 for 4 for Gilbert Perreault. He wins the event and takes a 5-point lead into event number 2.
He really needed a goal here, but Vachon come out and took all the angle away from him.
Failed to earn the second bonus. Now here's Perreault up, but he can fly through this course. But Howie, remember, those targets are stationary, but sometimes they look like they move right out of the way.
Especially when I'm trying to pass the puck. Oh, right in the stick. Half-second bonus. Hit the target, no bonus. Hey, look at the time. He's flying. Great save, and look at that time, 11:53. Super fast.
Yes, indeed. Gilbert Perreault wins this event and takes a 10-point lead into event number 3. Coming right up.
Just super. Looks like it was a rough time making a comeback here.
You hear a lot of talk these days about the high cost of finding and producing new sources of energy. It's true, of course. Exploration and production of new energy resources require large investments in time and in money. But at Canadian Pacific, we're also working to turn undeveloped sour gas deposits into useful production. We're actively investigating thermal coal reserves, untouched for many years. We're looking at new ways to economically recover oil previously lost from existing wells. Although it's only one of our activities at Canadian Pacific, development of unused energy resources in oil, natural gas, and thermal coal takes a lot of our energies these days.
At Canadian Pacific, we believe what we do is important to you.
Well, Rogie Vachon is still in the hunt for goaltending honors as we move to event number 3. Rogie gave up 4 goals and 10 shots in a previous matchup. Glenn Rush gave up 1 goal and 10 shots. Lanny McDonald getting set to shoot first. Howie, I believe he's thinking back to the previous times when he beat Rogie.
This is a classic. Watch the value of the snapshot. Watch Rogie's right leg. He faked right, went left. Oh, what a shot.
There's another one that beat him.
Ooh, off the post.
And a third.
Off the stick.
And that's why Lanny McDonald is in this semifinal.
Can you do as well here? Hey, Rogie was thinking back, too, last time. Look where he's playing, Brian.
Got a good memory.
He's playing out by the flagpole in center field.
3 shots left. He has to get them off in 35 seconds or less.
Rogie retreated there, and Lanny got his first one. He'll pick the hole. You back up there. See, he stayed out. Come on, Lanny, go round.
1 shot left. Can he do it?
Save that one.
1 for 5 for Lanny McDonald, and he's not too happy with that performance.
God, that Rogie just moved way out and took him right away from him. Look at there. Perfect example.
First with the right leg, then the left. Rogie Vachon stymies Lanny McDonald, allows just 1 goal. Lanny has the head down, and now Gilbert Perreault does not know how many goals Lanny has scored. He's up next. Let's see a couple of deeks now.
No, good stop. Let play.
4 shots back.
Tell him, fly.
He's skating.
Oh, good stop with the right leg.
Hey, Rogie's hot.
You hot, you hot.
There's another.
I just can't get over the speed. Oh, he got a goal there. That's it.
That wins it for him. That wins it for Perreault.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty goal.
Great move.
Oh, he wound up with a flourish. 2 quick ones on Rogie Vachon. Perreault is the winner. He goes to the final.
Congratulations.
Happy man.
The Jets going or what? I was getting excited there when you missed the first one.
Here comes Rogie Vachon to offer his congratulations to Gilbert Perreault. And Vachon gave up 3 goals. He'll make it tough for Glenn Resch in our next semifinal matchup when McLeish faces Sittler. With Resch in goal on Showdown 78. Brought to you by Canadian Pacific.
Here's a high-scoring playoff special of 4 superstar albums. Bobby Vincent, Freddie Fender,
Wasted days and wasted nights.
Charlie Rich,
And when we get the high,
this is the 47th season of
The defenseman can never be in the same zone as the puck. Now watch the problems that result because the defensemen are looking for goals. Okay, the Canadians coming out of their own end. Look at them curl. Now, the Leaf wings pick up the wings. Look at the winger pick back in there. The defenseman picked up Johansson and comes in and has a shot. Now, the Leafs ball right in the now, I'll show you the Toronto Maple Leafs coming out of here. Just an excellent play. Johansson. Now the Leafs are playing Russian roulette with the Montreal Canadiens. To Turnbull. Turnbull, a great pass to Sittler. Robinson plays the puck. And Sittler goes round it. Look for Bridenstine. Right at the top of the crease. Makes a great save. Now the Leaf, look at it. There's a Leaf defenseman caught. Now it's a 3-on-2. Watch how Sutton and Lafleur create a perfect 2-on-1 situation. Look at how they isolate on Johansson. Now look at 4 Leafs watching Lafleur. I know he's good, but Jimmy Cricket's not that good. And they miss the net. But oh, just perfect. Wide open hockey if you don't mind. But the score is good. Okay, the goal. Lemaire's goal. There's 3 Leafs in the corner. There's the first fatal mistake. Now, the Leaf defense, look, in looking for goals, they're caught by Lemaire. They should be standing out on the red line if they wouldn't fall into the goal. Watch this shot, exactly the same spot as the commentator the other night. You just can't give that to Lemaire.
Necessary. It'll be played Thursday night. Toronto at Montreal, Game 5. Phil, in that first period, Ronnie Andrews was keeping shots at goal for us. Toronto outshot Montreal in that department 16-14, and his idea of scoring opportunities also put Toronto in front 13-11.
Well, I don't think that is quite really, true. When you say scoring opportunities, I suppose a shot on goal is a scoring opportunity.
Yes, it is.
I think like good opportunities. I think Toronto had more good opportunities than did Montreal, but they're behind 1-0.
Okay, Bill.
Okay, Fran, and we're all underway now as Randy Carlyle shoots the puck in. Jimmy Jones goes after it. And it's taken by Uhl, who gives it to Bob Gainey. Gainey coming to center ice. Shot the puck over the line. Races after it. Randy Carlyle has him tied up. Carlyle lost his stick, and he makes sure that he doesn't get away from him.
Heard about Randy Carlyle, Phil.
Yeah, I thought that he made a smart move there, grabbing Bob Gainey, but I thought Bob Gainey made a great move when he was coming in there. He knocked the stick out of Randy Carlyle's hands and went in the corner to get the puck. You know, I think Bob Gainey is probably one of the premier left wingers in the game of hockey today. He doesn't score many goals, but he is a tough hockey player.
And from the faceoff, the Leafs have possession. Pat Boutette just shoots it down the ice, but it went off the Canadian player's stick, and Dryden had to stop it anyway. Larry Robinson. He's back of the net. Now he passes over to Doug Jarvis. Jarvis up to center ice with Gainey. Shot a puck into the crowd.
Boy, that always scares me when the guy comes down like that and you shoot it up there. Sometimes, people or kids or something, they aren't watching the game properly. And then they get the puck in the face. That's why when you're sitting down that close, you have to watch that game all the time.
Well, Phil, next stoppage in play, we want to get back to you and ask you about the new-look New York Rangers and what your future might be in the NHL. So get ready.
Okay.
Puck is shot wide of the Leaf net. Almost here to Turnbull. Around on the boards for Jerry Butler. Butler coming down to center ice. Long shot off the board. Picked up by Engblom. Engblom has it. A long pass on the right side. Nowhere near Sharktraw, but it's going down the ice anyway over the line. Turnbull got there first, and that's a...
All right, Phil, what about these reports now? You're headed for Lou Nanny's Minnesota North Stars.
Well, I think they were fabricated by a reporter from Toronto. No, I'm a New York Ranger. I plan on staying in New York. Ferguson, I think, says that I'm in the New York Ranger plans, and I hope I am. I think that the Rangers are a team of the future, and I got 2 or 3 years left. I think I'm going to play, and I feel that I can help the Rangers win a Stanley Cup. There's only one real major stumbling block, and that's that team out there in the red. It's Montreal Canadiens. They look like they're ready to win it for another 10 years.
And they lead 1-0 over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Randy McDonald flipping the puck, goes behind the net. Dryden leads it for Serge Savard. And Savard takes his time to Larry Robinson. Robinson skating to center with a perfect pass. It comes over to Jarvis. Jarvis is dumped by Randy McDonald. Coming with Gardens in Toronto. This is Stanley Cup 78.
What are we going to do? We're doing it now. We're in the boat? Who's your guys yet?
For years, Roger and the boys have talked about working on the old roads. And had second thoughts as we read Molson Explorer. Molson Explorer. It keeps on tasting.
Tripping penalty here to Lanny McDonald at 1:25, and the Canadiens have such a great power play. They've scored a goal on nearly every 3 power play opportunities.
And we're ready for the face-off. We've got Jacques Lemaire, Steve Schett, Guy Lafleur, and Lemaire and Jones both sent out of the face-off circle. The first time we've had any problem like that. Comes back to Robinson. Robinson takes his time. Robinson trying to set up a scoring play. It comes back to Lemaire. Lemaire shot one, and Schett failed to deflect it. Vinny Jones taking it down the left wing and center over the blue line. Stop. Gets it back to Jerry Butler. Butler to Turnbull. Throw it down to Robinson. Robinson turns and goes back. Stops. Pass to Steve Schett. And to Lemaire. Lemaire, Lafleur going over the line and ends up in the corner. Jones covered by Lemaire. He wants to face off, and the two get it.
Before the game tonight, Bill and Joe, we talked to Serge Savard and asked him why the Montreal Canadiens play so well when they're away from the Montreal Forum.
Well, if you look back at our record, we have a pretty good record on the road, and I think the players are not as nervous on the road than they are at the farm, especially in our team, I think. You know, if you make a mistake on the road, well, you don't have anybody who's got to tell you or who's got to boo you.
Okay, Serge Savard, the great defenseman with Montreal.
On the face-off, the Canadiens have it. It's right from the net.
Backs up this far. Okay, you're going to see it here. Here he gets the puck. Watch, between his legs. He knows Hulu's going to be there. He just slides it over and bang. Super play by Lemaire. You know, we were talking, Bill, in intermission about the guys being thrown out of the faceoff. In the last 2 faceoffs, Lemaire has been thrown out of the faceoff. So obviously the referee-in-chief has been down there telling the linesman to get them out of there if they hadn't got the stick down on the ice.
Gets an assist on that, but it was a fine play, as you pointed out, from Lemaire getting the puck from the legs. And the power play works for Montreal. They lead now 2-0 early in the second period.
Puck goes back into Canadian territory. Larry Robinson watched by Ferguson. They gets it to Savard. Savard, a pass over to Bob Gainey. Gainey comes to center ice. Shot the puck over the line. Williams going after it. Gainey's there first. Gainey is in. taken in the boards by Williams. The puck goes loose. The Canadians have it. Jarvis trying to center it. Randy Carlyle is checked. Jarvis has it again. Bob Gainey goes behind the net. Into the corner. Dropped it back to Savard. Over to Robinson. Robinson then shot it back into the corner. Williams is down. Randy Carlyle clears it off the glass, but not out. Savard just keeps it back in behind the net. And the Leafs having difficulty now. Trailing 2-0. Here's Larry Robinson driving the back. And the Leafs having troubles in their own zone. Chantra and Jarvis. Back to Savard. Here's Savard turn. Trying to get around Williams. Trying to pass it off the front. Picked off by Randy Carlyle, who brings it up to center ice. Over the line. Pass to Ellis. And his shot was stopped by Robinson. Now Robinson starts to speed down the center ice. Here comes the shot. Palmatier knocked that down. Palmatier and Johansson. Johansson for Stan Weir. That's stopped by Robinson again. Cornway got it over to Lambert. Stopped by Johansson. And now Stan Weir has it. Over the line, Williams. To Stan Weir. Over the blue line. A back pass. Cornway just knocked it out. Now it's Ian Turnbull. He's checked. He had Weisbrau in the clear. Back goes Engblom for the punt. Engblom starts out for the Canadiens. Up to center ice. To Lambert off his stick. Palmatier out of the net. Shot it right to Lambert. Lambert then was bumped along the boards by Turnbull, Boutet, Sittler, and Belichick. Belichick over the blue line. Trying to pass to Sittler. And he's close. One way. He can't get it out. Here's the shot. On the outside of the post. Now let it clean up. Canadians race after it. Up at center, it's cleared over to Ian Turnbull. He's leaving themselves wide open as they try to take those chances. They're trailing by 2. Conway, a back pass. Weisbrau to the shot. That's wide. Engblom in behind the net. Slapped along the boards for Pat Boutet. Too far. Bill Nyrop. Over to Ryan Engblom. Engblom turns. Sittler watching him. Gets up over the blue line. Skates all the way to center and shoots it in. Behind the net for Palmatier. And to Valiquette. Valiquette hands it to Lafleur. Right by the net. Lafleur for shot. Now then Savard. Over to Lafleur. Lafleur to the shot and just missed. Lemaire keeps it in. Now Turnbull lifts it high and down the ice. And Dryden touches it and puts it over to Nyrop. Up it comes to the blue line. Here comes Lemaire. Also Lafleur. Lemaire. Over the line, his shot. Back to Lemaire. Awesome power as he takes his shot. Knocked down from behind. And now then Pat Boutet gets it up over the blue line. We lost it. The shot. That's got a chance. Goes into the shot. And that was stopped by Palmatier. It's clear to the blue line. Not out. Now Stripper passes. Maloney is checked. And Lafleur has it handed back to him. Here's Lafleur. Heading up at center. Over the line. Stops. Still has it. Turns it over. There's the drive. Here's the drive. Still pressing, but Sometimes that's the big players who can't win.
Montreal is just too powerful. The only way to try to beat them is just to play that safe sort of game and wait till the third period or something to take a real chance. Try to get a goal now, Brian, and just hold on a little bit or something. They're so powerful, Montreal. It's unbelievable.
Here's Glenny with a shot. And that was Bright knocking that into the corner. Shadraw has it. A pass up at center. Cleared over on the wing to Gainey. Gainey gets it back to Robinson. Robinson decides to come over. And offside with Shadraw. And we'll have a faceoff.
That was a real good play by Carlisle to push Chartrand over the blue line. A lot of the kids watching should. There's the Bruce Boudreau, who's not dressed like
he'd like to be out there.
I'll bet. It's always harder for a player to sit there and sort of stand there as Bruce is doing, and not participate. It's really murderous. But like I was saying, some of the young kids watching, that's a good play. Push the guy over the offside, and it stops the play for him.
Andy Carlisle to Brian Glenny. Back to Carlisle at the blue line. Up at center. Cleared by Jones. Shadraw. Then up to Gainey. Bob Gainey made a move around Randy Carlisle. Stop. Back to the blue line and out. And Robinson feeds Gainey again. Bob Gainey couldn't get over the blue line. Jerry Butler covered by Robinson. There's Savard flipped it. And the play at center right. Now it's over the line for Patrick Hunt. Jerry Butler gets the shot. Grabbed by Dryden. And Patrick Hunt with a bump back. Ken Dryden.
Well, here's a night, Phil, I think, when the Leafs were hoping Dryden might be a little bit off his game, as he was in the first game in this series, but he's made some big saves, and sometimes perhaps a little lucky as the puck comes out of traffic on him.
Well, he's playing extremely well. Here's a shot by Butler. It's a screen shot, and Dryden just stands his ground. He sees it all the way, Brian.
Well, he's a great athlete. He moves for such a big man. He moves well. He was a good athlete in other sports as a younger man, too. Basketball and baseball were two of his favorites, along with hockey.
And the face-off, Breisbrow gets to the blue line, but not out of here. Trimble a shot. Kicked up into the corner. Rick Shadraw. Up for Gainey. Gainey tries a pass. Breisbrow then tries a relay to Shadraw. Ends up on Sittler's stick. Sittler covered by Robinson. Canadians clear the puck in. Steve Shutt. And back there for it is Trevor Johansson. Up it comes to Butler and intercepted by Robinson. Hits it over the line to Lemaire to Lafleur. And Johansson had him covered. It's cleared, but not out. The shot he fired it wide. Lemaire just bangs it around behind the net. There's Steve Shutt. Lafleur right in front. And he just pokes it wide to the open side. Here comes Campbell out of center for the Leafs. West Sittler. Sittler didn't know where it was. And Dryden gets it up to Shutt. Shutt. And Lafleur gets over the line. Lafleur watched by Landon McDonald. Gets it back to Robinson. And shot comes to stop down. Johansson. Carrying it down to center. Engblom losing to Ferguson. Ferguson to Landon McDonald. There's his shot. Stop down. Ian Turnbull moves up. Centered it in front. Robinson drives it off to the side. It's cleared out to the front. Over the line. Goes in. Well, he's going off to the side. Still has it. Stop. Puck still in. Goes to the corner. Lines over to Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald flips it to the blue line and out. Nyron. Here, Engblom. Shoots it right back in again. Palmatier and Trevor Johansson. Johansson. Watched by Lambert. Lambert's got the puck. Number 11. Try to get it in front of the net for Conway, and it's brought out to center right by Ferguson. Down over the line. Ferguson. Engblom. Over to Nyron, shot it in. Leafs have possession. It's deflected then out to center right. Irop off the board, stopped by Randy Carlisle. To Brian Glennie. Glennie to Carlisle. 9:48 remaining in the second period. Here Mondu, number 6, goes after the puck. Lambert is there. They're going to get a whistle, and we'll have a face-off. This is Stanley Cup 78. The Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. Period. 2-0 Montreal. Robinson giving it to Uhl. Here's a shot. He gets this the corner. Rebound all the way up to center right. There's Savard back inside his own blue line. A pass to Robinson. Robinson straight down through center. Over the line. One way he tried to get to it, and it's out. And Maloney. Got a pass for Ellis. That just stole the play. One way he couldn't get it anywhere. Randy Carlisle shoots the puck into the Canadian zone. And it's Dryden leaving it for Savard. Here's Savard. A pass at center for Ray Jones. And serves Savard. Here's Savard leading a 4-man rush. For Risebrown. Risebrown races after it. Palmatier also on the board to Ellis and Sam Weir to Ellis. A long shot knocked down, and Engblom comes back himself. Over the line, stopped by Glennie, who was down there. Canadians come back again. Engblom knocking it over the line. Ellis back to the net to Brian Glennie. Back again to Randy Carlisle. And it's kept in by Montreal. They went all the way to Palmatier. Carlisle off the boards and out to center right. That's the Leaf blue line. Stan Weir getting a hold of it. Then he's checked by Rick Chartrand, number 27. Chartrand coming to center right. Takes his shot. Palmatier knocked that off to the wing. Chartrand went after the puck. Picked up by Jimmy Jones, ahead of Jimmy Butler. Over the line. Butler takes the shot, lets it go to the side of the net. Knocked into the boards by Robinson. And here comes Robinson. Up to Jarvis. Jarvis with a pass over to Gainey. Back to Jarvis, a shot. Palmatier's got it, holds on, and we'll have a face-off. Here's the score, Montreal 2 and Toronto nothing. This is Stanley Cup 78.
Sure, you will never forget the time after Bordeaux because everything you've heard about Bordeaux is true. You may find some at your brewer's retail now.
Right here, Phil, a collision course at center ice.
Well, Rule saw him at the last second and jumped over, and actually Glennie really didn't get that good. There he is there. But Brian is a stand-up defenseman, and he gets you sometimes, boy.
Trevor Johansson with the puck. Into the corner to Ian Turnbull. A long rink right past Darryl Sittler. Darryl Sittler lost control of it, but Lanny McDonald follows up with a hard shot that's wide. Turnbull keeps it in for Lanny McDonald. Got away from him. Darryl Sittler was checked. And the Canadians get it out over the blue line. Dean Lafleur. Over to Engblom. He shoots the puck in. Palmatier stopped it. Steve Shep went after it. Trevor Johansson has it behind the net. Over onto the wing to Williams. Williams passed right on the Lafleur's stick. Left it there for a shot. Now then Williams has it again. Up to Sittler. Over the blue line. Sittler is too well covered. Dryden comes out of the net. And Lafleur hit the referee. Comes out and stops. A pass up for Lemaire. With LaFleur shot. Lemaire took a shot off the field goal.
Oh, there's LaFleur there. And he's really having a good game tonight. He hasn't scored. See the mark on his eye? That was from Trevor Johansson. It was an accident that he had his stick up a little high and hooked him around the face.
5 goals, 3 assists. Listen to CBC Radio tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time for live coverage of the World Hockey Championship game between Canada and Russia, direct from Prague, Czechoslovakia. Canada versus Russia tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time, CBC Radio.
Darryl Sittler, Lanny McDonald, Danny Maloney, Risebrough, Lambert, and Cornway. Goes in behind the net, and Brian Glennie's after it. Glennie's checked, but Randy Carlisle is there. Round to Maloney. Maloney, a long pass intended for Lanny McDonald, intercepted. Risebrough comes back over the line with Lambert. Risebrough going to get in, and he's shot it wide. Cornway came all the way back to take the puck. Cornway comes over here to his long wing. Gets over the line. Sittler and Lanny McDonald. It's over Cornway, silhouette one, and was getting bumped. Now Risebrough took it away from Maloney and shoots the puck in. Now Randy Carlisle, 2-0 Montreal. Sittler up at center. Still has it. Stick handles over the line. Finally stopped by Bob Gainey. Gainey goes back. Jeff Gould. Gainey stops. Tries a pass for Savard. There's Savard, goes down, and Larry Robinson is there. Robinson takes his shot, and he drove it high. Then Gainey misses, but a drive by Ohl is knocked down in front, the backhand. After he gets it over to Maloney. Maloney got it out, and it's for Randy McDonald. Let's nail the foot. Canadians just shoot it right back in again. Rennie to Carlisle. Carlisle just shoots it out to Randy McDonald. Over for Maloney. And Sittler. Drive it in down to the net. Back to the goal. Canadians have it. Pass up to Ohl. Ohl over on the wing for Gainey. Gainey back to Savard. Serge Savard. Turning around at center. Canadians are changing while he's doing this, and it goes over the line. And Pat Boutet back to Johansson. A pass off the skate. Pat Boutet. Finally gets the puck in. Stopped by Dryden. And it's cleared by Nairop. Then Johansson let one fly. Pat Boutet trying to center it. Pat Boutet. Third bumped by Ellis. And it's Jimmy Jones coming back at center. Over the line. Jimmy Jones tried to center it. Jimmy LaFleur knocks it out. And it's Trevor Johansson shooting it right back in again. Nairop has to go back for Montreal. Nairop, his own blue line, up at center. Long shot into the corner, back of the net it goes. Johansson back for it. 3:44 remaining in the second period of a very fast hockey game. The puck is cleared. Here's a chance for Lambert. The Cornway Lambert shoots. Oh, just missed the corner. And that one went out to center ice. Picked off by Engblom. Engblom shoots it in. He's now replaced. Oh, he'll stay out there. Now it's going off as Savard comes out. The puck back in the net. Johansson is checked. Robinson moves up. He missed it. Pass for Boutet. Pass by Savard. Risebrough cleared it off the referee. He goes and holds it against the boards. Now he's trying to kick it out. There's Savard. And to Risebrough. Pass Cornway, and it's picked up by Randy Carlisle. Over the line. Carlisle shot high. pass. It goes into the corner. Ooh. And Jarvis, along with Gainey, as it goes down the ice. Stopped by Randy Carlyle to Ryan Glenny. Glenny clearing it to the blue line. It's offside at the Leaf line.
Down to 2:29 now. Left to play, second period. A very fast-moving game, as you mentioned, Bill. Only 2 penalties so far. Both the Leafs, which certainly annoys some of the Leaf partisans in the crowd. Johansson in the first period. McDonald for tripping in the second.
Larry Robinson just flips the puck over the line. Randy Carlyle goes back for it. Carlyle has it, kicked it right on the Robinson's stick, and he gets it back. Randy Carlyle bringing it out to Butler, up at center. Stop. Chartrois. Here's Savard. Savard then Miss Gainey. Randy Carlyle moves up over the line. Takes his shot. That's high. The rebound. As it's deflected up into the crowd. Live from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Every time you mix a drink, you've got an 80% chance of doing a good job. See this? 4/5 of your drink is mixing. No matter what you're mixing it with, that 4/5 is going to make your drink taste good. That's why you should be using Canada Dry mix for every drink. Because it's no secret Canada Dry makes better mixers. So don't take chances with taste. You can't lose when you use Canada Dry mixers. Anytime, all the time.
And we're all set now as we come to the face-off circle. There's John D'Amico, the linesman, and George Ferguson. It's a real close-up here of where their sticks should be, and they drop it fairly. Puck goes to the corner. Got around on the boards for Gainey. Gainey couldn't get it out. So there's Johansson a shot. That's knocked down by Nyrop. Nyrop's pass. Canadians coming up at center. Jarvis shoots it in. Palmatier knocks it around on the boards for Jerry Butler. Butler to Ferguson. Ferguson straight down at center. A long shot. Dryden covered that. Cleared around by Engblom. Butler's got it. Goes for the Leafs. Gets it right across the line. Picked up by Uhl. Uhl coming down the center. And he shoots it over the line. Canadians will change again. Lafleur coming over the board. Shuts over the board. Butler shoots it in. Off Engblom. Gloved by Ken Dryden, and he holds it in.
And with a minute 12 to play, let's go downstairs now to Dave Hodge. In our second intermission, our guest commentator, Bill Esposito, will provide another look inside the playoffs. We'll show you some memorable hockey faces in their younger years. Bob Goldman will give us highlights from Philadelphia. Howie Meeker, the second period of the game here at the Gardens. Canadians 2 and the Leafs nothing. Back to Brian. Thank you, David. Look forward to that intermission. Now with a minute 12 to play, and the Leafs would love to catch a goal here, Bill. It would give them a lift going off for the intermission, either late in the period or early in the third. They'd like to get one.
Well, it certainly isn't from lack of trying. This has been a very wide open second period of hockey. They've had their chances. Here's Randy Carlyle getting a big chance for a shot. That hits Savard. Savard shoots the puck off the board. Robinson's got it. Over to Cournoyer. Cournoyer to Robinson. Stepped in. Here's Robinson. Oh, he just failed to get it over to Lambert. It was uncovered. Shot down the ice. There's Savard, goes back for it. John Anderson's out there for the first time. Number 28 for the Leafs. Here's Lemaire. Too far for Cournoyer. And it goes into the corner. Glenny is bumped against the board. Shoots it, but not out. There's Savard with a screen shot. Cournoyer with a back. It's Robinson. Comes back. Lemaire shot.
Palmatier down. And snow flies in front of him. Lambert for the second time in the last minute or two, standing right there. Pretty well past him. Watch again. Long shot on his way. And this is a great shot off a stick. Off the Gibson goaltender. So Palmatier ready for that one. Lambert bounced out of the picture. His 12th playoff game this year. 6-6. James Bond fan, Bill. 007 fan. He'd like to have the same kind of goals against average. 007.
You just noticed Tiger Williams limping into the dressing room with 22 seconds remaining in the second period. Garbage on the face-off, a shot. Nice save by Palmetier on Robinson again. Puck is knocked to the blue line at the center. Cleared over to Larry Robinson. Robinson's pass for Guy Lafleur. Lafleur shoots the puck in. It goes behind the net. Palmetier let it go. Turnbull with 3 seconds. Clears it along the board. Robinson then to Lafleur. As the bell goes, Montreal leading 2-0. So the score at the end of the second period is Montreal 2, Toronto no score.
At Scotiabank, when you turn 59, you can become a Scotia 59, and that means unlimited checking, a savings account that gives you an interest bonus when the cost of living rises, commission-free traveler's checks, and much more. Be a Scotia 59er.
I got a tale to tell about a special cat. Come on, take a look at Mercury Bobcat. Now, this year's Bobcat is really inferior. It has more standard features than it did last year. You can see what we mean when we proudly say it's a lot more Bobcat in every which way. You ought to size one up and go for a spin. You'll find Bobcat's good to be in. It's frisky, peppy, spunky, too. It's got Duragard protection. It's the one for you. Get one for a song. Mercury Bobcat. At the sign of the cat.
Available at these stores.
Canadians outshot the Leafs 14-9, scored another goal. The power play, Steve Shutt from Réjean Houle and Jacques Lemaire at the 2:15 mark. Montreal 2, and Toronto Maple Leafs nothing at the end of 40 minutes of play.
Way in the corner, try to get it back, and ends up on Belichick's stick. Out to center ice to Anderson. Anderson over the line. Still has hits the shot and fired it wide. Trevor Johansson moves up. Right net of his net. They're trying to stop it. A long pass for Reinfeld. Reinfeld getting in. Takes the shot. One way into the corner. Back to Ian Turnbull. Turnbull along the board. Out to center ice. Canadians are changing on the goal. Bill Nyrock shoots it in wide of the net. Ian Turnbull to Randy Carlyle. Up on the right wing, Lanny McDonald. Over to Dan Maloney. Maloney over the line, and he's stopped by Gainey. Gainey, pass intercepted by Glennie. Maloney gets it over the line. It's knocked out again and down the ice to the Leaf blue line. Randy Carlyle for Darryl Sittler. Sittler over the line, stopped by Serge Savard, and Savard over to Larry Robinson. Out it comes to center. Maloney's got it again, and his pass stopped by Bob Gainey. Gainey hit Lanny McDonald. It's in behind the net for Larry Robinson. Larry Robinson getting it up to Houle. A quick pass for Lemaire, and he would have been in the clear. Mike Palmetier covered Lemaire. Benny came from nowhere to stop that one. Turning pass to Randy Carlyle. Stopped by Lemaire again for a shot. And Glennie will have to go back for it. Now then Lafleur pass to the left looking, and it's Maloney getting it out to center right. Robinson trying to bring back in again. And Glennie to Carlyle to Maloney. That's stopped by Lafleur, and he just shoots it back. The Canadians are just flying all over in the weak zone, and they can't get out. Clearing pass now for Sittler. Sittler with Maloney over the line. Maloney hits his shot. That was stopped. Maloney's got it again. Over the line. Drop Garbage. Gets it to the wide and shoots it in. He's into the corner. He's having a pass out for Pat Boutet to Sittler. Up with Jimmy Butler over the blue line. Takes the shot, centered and makes it. Sittler over the blue line. Conway Bailey. Here's the pass. Again, right foul, and Lambert. And they're holding it there, playing the ball, and we'll have a face-off. This is Stanley Cup 78 for Major League Casualty in Toronto.
What's it take to do a great light beer?
Leading 2-0. Mondu getting it behind the lead net. Ryan Glennie up on the board, shut as the man covered. Taken by Randy Carlisle to Ryan Glennie. Goes back out to center. Ryan Engblom. Engblom gets it over to Nyrop. Up for Steve Shutt. That goes down into lead territory. Ryan Glennie around on the board for Pat Boutet. It went right by him, and there's Brian Engblom again with it. Engblom just drives it off the board. Puck goes for the fleur. He flipped it in. Palmatier flipping it over to Pat Boutet. Goes back to the net. Randy Carlisle up on the right wing. Ron Ellis to Jimmy Jones. Pat Boutet over the blue line. Pat Boutet for the pass through and it's steered into the corner. Here's that. Still has it. Gaining speed. Shoots it over the line, and the Canadiens not taking any chances at all. They're just crossing the line, forechecking, and then shooting the puck. Pat Boutet all the way back to Serge Savard. 10 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the third period. Canadiens have a 2-0 lead. Larry Robinson. Ooh, bumped together. Ellis trying to get over on the other side, and Lemaire has it. Left it for Robinson to Bob Gainey. Gainey goes over the blue line. Takes his shot. Palmatier stopped that. Ryan Glennie for George Ferguson. Out to Jack Belichick. And it's stopped by Savard to Robinson to Lemaire. For Gainey intercepted. Shot back in by John Anderson of the Leafs. And that one was shot up into the crowd, and we'll have a face-off. With the score, Montreal 2 and Toronto 0. This is Stanley Cup 78.
Disco Fever, 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 featuring Miko and Star Wars. $6.99, taper cassette $7.99. Keep your Saturday Night Fever alive all week long with Disco Fever. Fever, 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 fever.
There's the time. 10 minutes and 1 second of the third period. And that's the time to play, 9:59 in the third period. As Trevor Johansson off the board, knocked it in. Engblom has it. Number 3, Engblom around on the left wing. Engblom gets it over to Lemaire. Lemaire ahead to Cornoyer. Cornoyer coming down with Lambert. They're over the line. Cornoyer right through for Lambert. He just couldn't control it. And hold it against the boards, and we'll have a face-off.
Well, here's a photo from Galloway's gallery. Ken Doherty, remembered for being the game winner in the longest overtime game ever played at Maple Leaf Gardens, April 3rd, 1933. 6 overtime periods. They were going to settle it with a flip of a coin. They decided to play on. Doherty finally scored against the Bruins' Tiny Thompson, and Mrs. Mildred Collison, who celebrates her 88th birthday in a few weeks, says the memory of your dad, Bill Foster, you have described in that overtime goal, is as fresh in her mind as if it had happened yesterday. Foster's here tonight, by the way, sitting in the crowd.
9 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in regulation time. Montreal 2, Toronto nothing. Engblom to Cournoyer, who shot it into the corner, and the Canadian players all race off the ice as they put another through tonight. Engblom goes back to get the puck. Got it around on the board, bounced right on the right, but at least Jarvis' stick. Then he went down when he was bumped by Uhl and Randy Carlyle. Brings it out now for the Leafs. The pass too far for Turnbull, and Brian Engblom has it again. As Turnbull went for a slide. Lanny McDonald, a pass for Sittler. Stopped by Brian Engblom again. He gets it out. Lanny McDonald has to wait for his teammates to get outside. Gainey is there. So is Jarvis, and they're going to get a face-off outside the blue line.
Phil, I know you're anxious to talk about one of these Montreal players. He's caught everybody's eye tonight.
Right, I said in the first period, if there was a weakness in Montreal, it might be in this young kid, Brian Engblom, who's taken Guy Lapointe's place, who is an all-star. But this kid is really the best kid in the league. Not just shows, you know, like Montreal have players all over the place that are able to play in this league, and we don't want it to call us.
Some injured players, like Murray Wilson, for example, almost forgotten now.
That's right. And can he move it?
Well, then you can put Pierre LaRouche on the bench.
53 goal.
On the face-off, it's shot into the Canadian zone. There's Savard in the corner. Savard gets it up along the board. Jarvis gets it out. Stopped by Carlyle. Carlyle shoots it in. Larry Robinson after it. Robinson behind the net, being watched by Pat Boudette. Gets away from him. And Jarvis then up the shot. Lafleur is out. Jarvis missed the puck. Guy Lafleur is there with Pat Boudette. They hold it against the boards and play is called.
Crowd reacted to that hit by Brian Glenning, Phil.
Well, he stands right up there. Often, very often, he catches guys with their head down. There's the check right there.
He's had a great year. You know, in the event the Leafs should go out tonight, you were talking about Rogers Wilson. Butler, he's kind of reshaped this team to his own liking, and they entertain the Leaf hockey fans. 41 victories, all-time record this season. Done a great job.
Savard, Lemire, a quick pass for Gainey. Lanny McDonald was covering him. Mike Pellick goes in to help. McDonald gives it away, and it's shot. Palmateer knocks it down behind the net. Trevor Johansson coming up now slowly with a pass over to Mike Pellick. Gets it up at center. Turnbull knocks it over the line. He's playing on the left wing now. Andy McDonald is after Robinson, and they hold it for a faceoff. This Stanley Cup playoff game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
For 50 years, more people in the world have been getting away with Johnson's than with any other outboard.
And there we have a real good look at the rival coaches, Scotty Bowman and Roger Nielsen. And play is underway as it comes back and out over the blue line. A race for it. Uhl went after it. Lanny McDonald right on to Nyrop's stick. And then Bob Gainey shoots it in. Caught by Palmateer. Got it over on the right side of Johansson. Johansson to Ian Turnbull coming up at center. Turnbull, too well covered. The puck is loose. Dropped down center ice. Mike Pellick, number 20, drives it in. Naira picks the puck up. Steering pass along the board. Ooh, coming up to center ice. There's Newell, keeps the puck in. And it's Trevor Johansson. A pass out over the blue line, blocked by Lemire, who's out there with Shutt and Lafleur. Lafleur goes racing in. Got a back pass, nobody there. As Turnbull clears it out to Darryl Sittler. Sittler down the right wing, over the blue line. Sittler stops. Got a pass. Pellick is too well covered, and Lafleur drives it out to center, driven back by Maloney. Play is called.
First, one in the second, and this is the first in the third period.
Live from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, the Stanley Cup playoffs.
The worst develops twice as fast. On the right with the stops, the worst simplest can. And look at the whole body of 675. The picture. You have never seen the image of seconds, and it's finished in minutes, twice as fast as before. That's fine. Never focus. Just press the button. No hands are too. Get the instinct.
Phil Esposito caught it as we look at the coaches. Nielsen on the top of the screen driving below. Pat Jet will serve the penalty. Too many men on the ice at 13:30.
So Montreal with the advantage. And leading 2-0 with 6 minutes and 24 seconds.
Guy Laffoot, could you get me his autograph?
Montreal Canadiens in possession. Steve Shutt down the left wing with a long shot into the corner, up high. Bounces to Brian Glennie. Glennie turned around by Lafleur. Still has it. Gets it up to Jones. Jones can't get it out. And Guy Lafleur keeps it in. Gives it over to Lemire. In it goes to Shutt. Back to Lemire. Back to Larry Robinson. Robinson to Lafleur. Poked at it with Shutt. Randy Carlisle covered. It ends up in the net. Bounces off into the corner. Jerry Butler gets it out. Now then Lafleur at his own blue line. Up the center. Over the red line. Over the blue line. Shoots it in. And it's grabbed by Palmatier and holds onto it.
Now we're down to 5:25, 2-0 Montreal. Still not a safe lead. Scotty Bowman, what a successful record he has.
He's a good coach. He's been a good coach for Montreal, and Scotty and I have had words in the past, but you have to hand it to him. He's been a good coach.
Well, he wants a new contract or a new pact agreement with Montreal after the season. When he started out with St. Louis, he made $15,000 a year, and now he's up around, I understand, $80,000 a year. Not nearly what you make, Phil Esposito, but pretty good pay.
When I made 76 goals, I only made $25,000 a year.
Conway out there as the Leafs get the puck down the ice. 49 seconds left in the penalty to the Leafs. Being served by Pat Boutette for too many men on the ice. Up the ice for Savard. Over the line. It goes to the behind the net. Palmatier covered a Canadian player as he tried to commit a long pass. Serge Savard has that. And he's Jones. Larry Robinson goes to cover. Jones is too well covered. Robinson keeps him with Conway. A shot. Robinson in behind the net. Into the corner. He stops. Took his shot. Behind the goal. Pat Boutette is back out. A shot. Back to Tom. Handing it to Jerry Butler. Shot around down the ice. Back door. Ira. to Pat Boutette. A long pass intended for Ellis, broken up by Jarvis. Jarvis shoots it in. Ryan Glennie around on the board for Pat Boutette to George Ferguson. Right on to Ryan Engblom. Gets it over on the wing to Chartraw. Chartraw's over the line. Chartraw trying to cut out in front. He's caught. Pat Boutette gets in there, and they hold it for a faceoff.
Well, Leaf fans departed the scene the other night, but everybody's sitting tight here. Phil, I still feel they hope that the Leafs can get that one goal that would set up a whirlwind finish here.
That's right. But Montreal, I don't think Toronto has had a shot on net in quite a while. Montreal, I don't know whether he get a shot on right or not. But he's just sort of bored down there. Toronto has to, there he is. Toronto has to come up. They got 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then they've got vacation. So they've got to come on right now.
Mike point out we didn't see Williams in this third period.
That's right. His knee must be bothering him.
Chartraw back to Engblom. He just took a shot wide of the net. Ron Anderson getting it over the line. Jarvis getting it back inside the blue line.
Face-off goes down in the Montreal zone.
And from the face-off, Pellet. That's the puck. Back to Turnbull. Back to Pellet. Pellet comes up to center right. And Pellet skirts the puck and then finally shoots it in. Robinson around on the boards for Bob Gainey. Too far. Ian Turnbull. Gainey's got a push. Gainey with a shot. Gainey with all down. Crowd, but Gainey came within an inch and really putting it away.
Well, there could have been a penalty call there, I think you're going to say, Bill.
I was going to comment. I thought the referee and everything else has been extremely good tonight. I think that Van Helmond has done a heck of a job, but he sure missed one there, I'll tell you.
2 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the third period. 1:25 in the penalty. Here's number 10, the Pioneer. Two good scoring opportunities while waiting shorthanded. Harold Sickler comes back with Balakat. Balakat stopped by Savard. Play is called offside. Sickler knocking his man down.
Well, Roger Nielsen has to be wondering about that man advantage situation. The Canadiens stole the puck not once but twice and had 2 scoring chances against Palmateer, and they haven't been able to work the puck in the Montreal zone at all.
This is their thing. They've got it. I still don't understand. I'm not putting another forward back there with Turnbull. He's got to put all the stops right now, Brian.
Here we go.
And from the face-off, Randy Carlisle drives it over the line. Robinson's there, goes over the corner. Off the boards, out it goes. Ian Turnbull with 1 minute left in the penalty. 2:19 remaining in regulation time, and 2-0 Montreal. Randy Robinson drives it along the boards and down the ice. Goes all the way back to Palmateer. And Jarvis up to Forchak. Turnbull on the wing to Lanny McDonald. And to Sittler. Sittler with 36 seconds left in the penalty. Over the line to Turnbull. Turnbull over the front.
Good chance. The drive was right in front of him.
Good play, Turnbull slides it into the ball. He's facing that, he just stops at it. Dryden sees that puck all over the ball. Here
comes Baldwin here over the bench now, whether he comes out. Sidler finally in charge of that puck. Set up Turnbull, who's had a tremendous playoffs, and they just couldn't get it past Ryan.
There's the empty net right there, and I think the play here is the Sidler will win the draw. Get it back to Turnbull. Maloney will go in front of the net and try to take a defenseman out and screen Dryden. And McDonald and Velikat will stay loose in front of it. And Maloney's job right here is to go in front of the net and take the man up there first. I don't think he'll let it go.
49 on the clock. Montreal 2. Toronto, no score.
Look, Larry Robinson over the board. Oh, he just took back his same stick. That's a hole in there.
You've done that a few times, Andy.
I couldn't believe it.
All set to go. 6 attackers. The net is empty. Now then, Ken Dryden through the line. Out to center right. Velikat. Watched by Lemire. To Turnbull. Over to Randy Carlisle. Coming up at center. 15 seconds left. Dryden to Robinson. Around on the board. Sidler keeps it in for Lanny McDonald. To Velikat. They're trying to get it out in front of Sidler. Back to the net for Velikat. Pass it back to the blue line. Turnbull's shot. That bounces off the board. Way up. Down.
Second goal there. Good play by Turnbull, knocked it off. Darrell must be tired. He's played an awful lot of hockey this season.
You know, you mentioned that important face-off, and he did win the draw, but the Leafs weren't able to keep control of the puck, which was so important following the draw.
Exactly. What happened there was the Montreal man, and Maloney took out his man, and Velikat should have moved in awfully fast, and he just got tied up with Maloney and his man and couldn't get the puck.
Facing elimination.
Goes back to Ian Turnbull and Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald over for Randy Carlisle. That's 7 minutes to go in regulation time. 56 seconds to be exact and counting. Puck at center. Lanny McDonald takes it, shoots it in. The net is empty again. Robinson around on the board. Stopped by Lanny McDonald. Into Sidler. Sidler trying to center it. It goes to Uhl. Just rolls it down the ice, races after it, and Maloney gets back for it. Robinson with 18 seconds, puts it to the blue line, and it's out, and then again outside.
The first star, Jack Lemaire. The second star, Steve Shack. And the third star, Serge Savard.
Best gas mileage ratings of the 4 top-selling compact pickups. 61 kilometers per gallon combined city highway mileage rating. What a tough way to go trucking.
Introducing 15,000 miles of protection, 15,000 miles between oil changes. New STP motor oil. Here's the results of one test. A test to determine wear protection. After running STP motor oil for 60,000 miles with oil changes every 15,000, the average wear of the test car's camshafts was so low, it fell within the manufacturer's tolerance specified for brand new cams. New STP motor oil. Protection for 15,000 miles. That's extra protection.
Montreal 2, the Leafs nothing in the series, standing 4 straight for the Canadiens. Aptly put by the fellows up in the booth, an appreciative crowd thanking the Leafs for quite a season and the Canadiens for a great display of hockey in this semifinal series. Coach Scotty Bowman, I don't know that you ever expect to win a series 4 straight, or do you?
No, really you don't, Dave, because I think when you look what Toronto came from after beating the Islanders in 7 games, and we knew how tough the Islanders were to beat last year, and we're just happy to win this last game because the series can change a bit sometimes if you don't win that 4th game, but our team was up for the game, and you know, we got off to a good start again. That helped us a lot.
In assessing your team's performance over these 4 games, I wouldn't think there'd be much you could find fault.
No, I think, Dave, you know, our team has been very sound defensively, and it's nice to win the 4th game with a shutout because we did work on the goals against all year, and I think it was a great series for hockey because we played 4 games against, and you know, 2 good rivals. A tough competition. There was no fighting. There was a lot of hockey. There was a lot of good hitting. And I think that's the way the people want to see hockey. It's just maybe unfortunate from Toronto's point of view that they didn't win the game, but they're a pretty tired hockey team, and we know, like, we didn't have Guy Lapointe tonight, and we were fortunate we have the bench strength, which has been built up in the last few years, but without Tiger Williams and Borges Salmon, it was just too much, and I think the Leafs have to be credited for the great performance that they went right down to the last minute, and they could have scored a goal and still had a chance to win.
Well, your friend and rival in this series, Roger Nielsen, heard those comments. Maybe we could get some congratulations from Roger to Scotty, because I think you know that you were beaten by great.
That's right, and congratulations, Scotty. We
Thanks a lot,
didn't get
Roger.
a chance to do that.
Thank you.
Roger, was there anything you could do differently?
I don't know. If we nobody likes to lose, but when you lose to a team as well balanced and as well coached as Canadians, you hope perhaps to pick up something for another year, and I'm sure we will. We gave it everything we had. The players worked right to the end, and they were just a little too much for us this year, and maybe another year we'll be a little stronger.
There's got to be a lot of satisfaction for you in what you've accomplished in your first season in the National Hockey League, that the Leafs would make the semifinals. I know that may not come to you right at this moment, but I think you can agree that there'll be some pleasant things to remember about this season.
I'm sure there will, and I know all our team feels very confident that next year is going to be a real big year for us.
Scotty, your friend and mine, Dick Irvin, was talking to me prior to this series, and he suggested that maybe if the Canadiens had to receive an annual scare in the playoffs, I know that sounds kind of haughty, but it might have come with Detroit beating you and extending you in a few of the games. Did you feel as though that was pretty good preparation for what this series and what might lie ahead?
Well, I think against Detroit, we knew that we had finished so far ahead in the standings, and we knew that they were capable of playing some good hockey. They beat us the last game of the season 4-0, but I think playing Toronto after they eliminated the Islanders, that really got the message across to our team, because I think in the last 2 years when we won, the Islanders really gave us a lot of problems, and you know, they were checked into the ice by Toronto, and we felt that the Leafs would really be at their best defensively, and we would have to make sure that we played well defensively ourselves, and that's the secret to our team. A lot of people think we have a lot of big guns, which we do, but you know, you have fellows like Jarvis and Gainey, and of course, in Roger's case, he helped to make these fellows great hockey players, and
I know as a coach in junior, you always like to see your players do well. And I remember one year in St. Louis, Roger, I worked quite hard on Jacques Lemaire for 3 years to coach him and to be a hockey player, and he scored 2 overtime goals against me. And I know how Roger feels, but you know, after it's over, you look back. And fellas like Jarvis and Jamie, you just don't get those kind of hockey players every day.
Roger, can anybody beat the Canadiens?
I don't think so. Certainly, either Boston or Philadelphia are real good hockey clubs, and if they're up and flying, they can be tough. But Canadians have just a little too much balance in all areas. They can kill penalties well. They've definitely got the best power play in the league, and Scotty has a lot of options he can use, and he's got some great checkers to go with his scoring. And you should win, Scotty. Don't want to put pressure on.
Win or tie, we're with you. But I think, Dave, you know, we don't really know who we're going to play, but certainly with Boston, you've got a tremendously strong offensive team. And not to say that Philadelphia wouldn't score goals, but I think you've got 2 different teams going there. And the Flyers, I think, would really be up to play us because we stopped them 2 years ago, and then we just kept going against them. And before that, we had our troubles beating them. So, you know, we really won't know who we're playing for a few days. So I think we're going to have a great final.
Well, congratulations to both coaches for this series, for the season past, and of course it continues for the Montreal Canadiens. Good luck, Scotty, to you and your players. You talk about Philadelphia scoring. The Flyers have just scored to narrow the gap to 3-2, and we are going to go to the Philadelphia Spectrum. Let me tell you that we'll only be able to bring you approximately 20 minutes of play, so that does not necessarily mean that you'll see the end of that game. But this is the decision we have to make due to commitments to the national news. We can show you some of the game or none of it, and we feel you would be pleased to see as much as possible. So that is the decision we have made. We hope you agree with us, and I'm sure we are anxious now to find out what's happening at Philadelphia, especially as the Flyers have scored to make it 3-2. To Fred Cusick and Johnny Pearson to bring us the action from Philadelphia.
His power play goal makes it Bruins 3 and Flyers 2.
Now here's the drive by Barber, who's very accurate, but he misses on the short side. Cheever's very cool on that one. But the Bruins fighting desperately to protect this 1-goal lead as the Flyers trying to tie it up.
Milbury blocking the pass of Holmgren. And now Rattel with Schmatz and Middleton. McLeish with Leach and Bridgman. Bruins win the faceoff. Rick Smith can't clear it out. DuPont keeps it in front. Blocked. Loose. McLeish stopped by Rick Smith. And the puck knocked out. Fed back in by the Flyers. Deliberate offside should be called, but is not, as the faceoff is just outside the Boston line. 11:39 left, third period. And the fans fully behind the Flyers here, cheering them on, chanting, stomping. Rattel moved it up, stopped by McCarthy. It's cleared in the Boston end, and Rick Smith on it. Can't move it out. Leach keeps it in. In to get it, McLeish. Pass bounces in front. Rattel works it out. Schmatz can't get it, though. And back comes DuPont. This is too far ahead. Could be icing. It is. Face-off in the Flyers zone. The shots stand 22 for Philadelphia and 13 for Boston. As Boston has just 1 shot in this third period. Philadelphia has 7. McNabb, Marcotte, O'Reilly. Face out to the left of Perron. Back for Park. Clears it in. Perron sweeps it away from O'Reilly. Flyers trying to work it out. And it's broken up by the Bruins. With it, McNabb. Can't send O'Reilly in. Selesky now. Off for Bridgman, and that's offside. And the face-off just inside the Philadelphia blue line. Game number 4 of the series and the final. Montreal has eliminated Toronto, beating them 2-0 on goals by Lemaire and by Schupp. And again a delay while the linesman checked that faulty ice condition at center ice. They're down to filling in holes there.
They don't look very big from up here, but I'm sure they're a lot bigger down there because they're taking an awful lot of snow and piling it into those holes. As the two linesmen, Jerry Goche and Matt Pavlich, attending to some housekeeping duties down at center ice.
McNabb, Marcotte, O'Reilly, the Boston line. Kinderchuk, Bridgman, and Selesky. Rushing, Rick LaPointe. Long shot, save, Cheevers. Covers up. Face off in the Boston zone. And Don Cherry making quick changes, too. Has a line of Shepard, Jonathan left wing, and Cashman right wing.
Most of the time tonight, Fred, Sherrill has sort of gone with Bobby Clark at center against Greg Shepard's line. Barber has played the left wing side. He's changed his right winger. Now it's Holmgren because Kelly had a 10-minute misconduct penalty along with Dennis O'Brien of the Bruins, but it's been Kelly on that side a good part of the night. Now Holmgren's out there on right wing.
Clark against Shepard. Bruins lead 3-2. Clark gets the draw to Barber. Shot save. Cheevers covers up quickly. A vital face-off there, and Clark got it back to Barber. Again, it's Shepard against Clark. Man open is Watson, who has moved up. Of course, the Flyers using really a 4-5-man attack. Clark with Barber behind him again. The draw, Shepard gets it, clears. No icing. Marcotte hustles down, centers it, save off Cashman. Has Perron had a sprawl on that one. Marcotte centering it to Wayne Cashman, who moved right to the crease. And the face-off to the left of Bernie Perron. That really was a deflection off Cashman, not a shot.
I think it hit his skate on the way through, but Perron sprawled with both pads flying, and he had that bottom pad just managed to contain the puck off the drive. Marcotte centering it in front and glanced off Cashman's skate.
Shepard and Clark now at the Flyers' end. Draw to Philadelphia. Watson. Pass stopped by Park. Fed right back in. Layden now for the Flyers. A long lead pass. Too far ahead of Barber. And a race. Milbury gets there first. Beautiful play by Milbury. He didn't go for the stick for fear he'd miss it. He used the skate and the body right in to touch it first. And the face-off is to the left of Bernie Perron. And 10:05 left, third period. Boston leads it 3-2. Game number 5, Thursday night, Boston Garden.
Well, the tough ice, Fred, combined with the pressure of a one-goal lead by the Bruins, certainly very tough on them, and they are making an effort here as the centering pass off Cashman's skate, and Perron sprawled to make the stop.
Jean Rattel is centering Schmatz and Middleton. Doak and Rick Smith, the Boston defense. McLeish on the face-off. Rattel gets it to Doak. Fed back in, Perron blocking it. Kicks it off to McLeish. McLeish fires it out and into the stands, and the face-off will be in the Flyer zone. As the Bruins try to get that forechecking clicking, and Bernie Perron very mobile on that play to work it to his teammate McLeish. Reg Leach and Rick Middleton, two good goal scorers there. Lonsbury and Leach, the wings, with McLeish. McLeish works it away. Driven in by Leach. Cheevers out to play it. Around the dasher, stopped. Now bounces from Middleton. Middleton out for Schmatz. He's onside. One man back. DuPont. To Rattel. He's in. He can't get the shot away as Perron got a stick on it. Rattel was in cleanly. A lead pass here could be icing. It is, as Rick Smith is back ahead, and Rattel could not quite finish that one off. Live from Philadelphia, the 1978 Stanley Cup playoffs. Face-off, Jonathan taking it. The Flyers get it. He's at center with Schmatz and Marcotte. Puck cleared out. Park has it for Schmatz over the line. The shot blocked by Lapointe. Deflects into the crowd as Schmatz teed that one up.
Beautiful play by Bobby Schmatz as he moved into the center, confusing DuPont and McCarthy, the two Flyer defensemen. Rattel cut in behind and cut in right in front of Perron. He made a beautiful move with the stick for Bernie Perron to knock it off Rattel's stick.
Jonathan is playing center. He did earlier this year for several games. Puck to the Boston end. Park turns the net. Up the boards. It's to the Flyer end and a race. Schmatz forces Perron to move, and Perron got it. Might not have. It seemed to juggle a little bit with Schmatz there. Had that broken by Perron. Schmatz was free, but the Flyers putting everybody up. Schmatz had really just Perron to beat on this.
Well, their defensemen are like forwards. Watch Bobby Schmatz play this beautifully at center ice with the skates onside, trying to race Lapointe for the puck. Perron way out of his net, almost miscued on this one, but he managed to grab it just at the last moment.
Stan Jonathan being used as a center here. 8:52 left, third period. Boston leads 3-2. Draw to Bladen. Over to Watson. To Barber, he lost it. And Jonathan clears it in. Again, Schmatz into the corner in front. Way out, Cheever style. Moves it up the boards to Jimmy Watson, to Barber, to Clark. Clark broken up. Didn't have control, really. Jonathan, a hard hit on Barber. And Park snaps it back into the corner. Jonathan hustles in. Knocked down by Bladen behind the net. Cashman got it free. Marcotte there. Back for Doak. Doak fires it in deep. Cashman in the corner. Has to be careful with his pass. Can't make it. Now it goes to Marcotte. Marcotte behind the net. Still with it. Swings it in front. It's blocked. Cashman has it. Cashman checked by Clark. Digs it free to Marcotte. Marcotte to Jonathan. He missed it. And Holmgren breaks out, and Marcotte hustles back on him. And Rick Smith breaks up Holmgren. Holmgren gets the puck now and clears it back in the Boston end. Cheevers around for Doak. Doak trying to move it out. Kept in by DuPont. Cashman goes behind the net. Off from Middleton. Quick clear out. 7:30 left, third period. Bruins 3, Flyers 2. McLeish for Leach. He's broken up. And Cashman clears it to Shepard. Shepard ridden off. McLeish gets it to Leach again. Hit by Rick Smith, a beautiful defensive play. And the puck cleared out of the zone. Schmatz trying to break. And again, Perron comes out of the net. As Schmatz forced that, jams into Perron. And McCarthy fires away. Middleton intercepts for Shepard. Schmatz inside the line, battling with DuPont. And the linesman quickly.
We want to take this opportunity to show you the second Philadelphia goal by Oris Kindrachuk. Bob Goldham, let us know how it went in.
Yeah, on a power play, and Kindrachuk with Daly at the point, and they moved it back and forth a couple of times. I think the key here is Gary Doak trying to block the puck, and I really think he screened Cheevers. It went right through Cheevers. Like, watch Doak come out now, and he doesn't go down on a full block, just try to take it on the shin pads right there, and went right through Cheevers' legs, and that made it 3-2.
Again, we tell you we cannot stay to the conclusion of this game, but we will bring you approximately 5 or 6 more minutes of play from Philadelphia. Let's go back.
Good. Between Schmatz and DuPont. And the faceoff will be just outside the Flyers' line. Shepard, Middleton, and Cashman. Wondering if Rattel was okay with Jonathan at center there. They're checking the Boston bench. Rattel is there. As Jonathan was used as a center. Around the boards, Leach taps it out. Back for Park. Up the boards, Cashman. Stopped by Lonsbury. Lonsbury trying to move in, does. The puck is cleared away quickly, and this will be icing. Durant's going to play it, or is he? Icing on the play. Durant started to move for it. 6:29 left, and icing called against the Bruins as Rick Middleton fired that one, but too hard.
A little too much mustard on it, but Rick had the right idea. I wanted to flip it out into center ice, but in the anxiety to get it out, which is what you're thinking of, as you got too much on it.
Well, the center not being used is McNabb. Jonathan is being used, and so Rattel is centering Marcotte and O'Reilly now.
Fred, I wonder if that may have been that shoulder problem. Hoyt rammed him into the boards, remember, in the second period, and he had a little problem, I believe. I don't know if that's it or not.
Puck knocked out to center ice on the faceoff. And Middleton trying to break here over the line. Drops it back, and Kindrachuk has it. He's stopped by Rattel. Rattel. O'Reilly trying to keep it in, and O'Reilly jams it on the boards, gets the whistle. Beautiful checking by Boston, and Middleton came within a whisker of beating Blayton and breaking in alone. Kindrachuk with Bridgman on the left, Selesky on the right. The shots stand 24 Philadelphia, 14 Boston. The Bruins lead. Flyers trying to work it out. Selesky clears it up. Park at center ice. Flips it back in. Jimmy Watson with Middleton moving in. They get it off to Bridgman. To Selesky. Selesky hit by Milbury. Kindrachuk checked. Bruins work it out. Winding up Blayden. Pass center ice. Bridgman offside. With the score, Boston 3, Flyers 2. You're watching the 1978 Stanley Cup playoffs. .5:43 left. Jonathan on the faceoff with Marcotte left, Schmatz right. Clark with Holmgren and Barber. DuPont breaks it out. Pass up, stopped. Fed back in, and Schmatz trying to break in. Is in, tough angle. The pass just missed by Jonathan. He had an open net. And Clark is back to McCarthy. McCarthy broken up by Rick Smith. McCarthy check. Puck goes in. Jonathan moves it to the boards and pokes it away. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left, third period. Barber. A lead pass. Back to get it quickly. Rick Smith. Can't move it out. Holmgren knocked it down, but the pass blocked by Marcotte. DuPont trying to move in. Bruins trying to clog it up. On the boards they do, and they get a face-off. 4:52 left. Stay with us following the game. Bruins hockey continues with Tom Larson with highlights of tonight's action.
Well, here's Bobby Schmatz realizing he was in kind of tight. He tried to hit Jonathan with a backhand pass in front, but he hooked it just a little too much, and Jonathan couldn't reach it. He would have had an open net if he could just have tipped that one in.
Clark gets the draw, and LaPointe clears it in wide of Cheevers. Back for Park. Misfired. Clark gets it in the corner. Pass blocked by Park. And the Bruins work it out. Marcotte with Milbury coming up, trying to create a 2-on-1. Flip pass in. Perrant clears it away. In the corner, the Bruins battle to keep it in. Cashman moves it to the boards. Marcotte there. Has to be careful with it. Moves it around the other side.
As we say in our business, that's all the time we have, but as mentioned earlier and as hopefully explained fully, we decided to give you as much of that Boston-Philadelphia game as possible, feeling that some of that action would please you more than none of it. And we will tell you now that the 5th game of that series from Boston will be carried on Hockey Night in Canada, 7:30 Eastern Time, Philadelphia at Boston. We bid you good night from Maple Leaf Gardens with a reminder that Montreal Canadiens await the winner of Philadelphia versus Boston, the Canadiens trying for a 3rd straight Stanley Cup. Live on CBC, Hockey Night in Canada, brought to you by Ford of Canada, on behalf of Ford and Mercury dealers from coast to coast. Ahead and participating retailers and record companies in Canada. The Bank of Nova Scotia, with nearly 1,000 branches across Canada to serve you. Molson, brewers of Molson Export Ale. This program is protected by copyright and is intended solely for the entertainment and enjoyment of the viewing audience. Reproduction by any means, in whole or in part, without the expressed written permission of Hockey Night in Canada, is prohibited.
This is CBC,